And let's look into the headlines. Flights cancelled, schools closed as China fights new COVID outbreak. Cat bacteria treats mouse skin infection, sign is fine. With the online exam postponed, ICSE and ISC schools opt to go offline like CBSE. Hyderabad student develops app for free sanitization of the government office. Schools reopening in Kerala, 2 on a bench, 6 days classes. Surgeon transplanted a pig kidney into a human patient, and for the first time, it worked in the history of science. Monuments in India lit in tricolor as India crosses the 100 crore COVID-19 vaccination mark. Denmark Open, PV Sindhu in quarter after a tough fight with Kusanen of Thailand. Let's see the news in detail. According to the latest report, Chinese authorities cancelled hundreds of flights and closed schools and ramped up mass testing from Thursday, 21st of October, due to the COVID-19 outbreak linked to a group of tourists. Beijing has maintained a relentless zero-COVID approach with strict border closures and targeted lockdowns, even as other countries tentatively try to ease restrictions. Domestic outbreaks have largely been eliminated, but as China logged a 5th straight day of new cases, mostly in northern and northwestern areas, authorities beefed up the COVID controls. The latest outbreak was linked to an elderly couple who were in a group of several tourists. They started in Shanghai before flying to Xi'an, Gansu province, and Inner Mongolia. Dozens of new cases have since been linked to their travel with close contacts in at least 5 provinces and regions, including the capital, Beijing. Researchers at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine used bacteria found on healthy cats to successfully treat a skin infection found on mice. These bacteria may serve as a basis for new therapeutics against severe skin infection in humans, dogs, and cats. The study published in a journal called eLife, which was led by Richard L. Gallo, who is a distinguished professor and chairperson of the Department of Dermatology at San Diego School of Medicine, whose team specializes in using bacteria and their products to treat illness, calls it an approach known as bacteriotherapy. ICSE and IAC board exams got postponed till further notice. Schools are now hoping it will be a physical examination on the lines of CBSE first semester exams. After CBSE announced the holding its first sem examination in physical mode in December, CISE was flooded with similar requests from its affiliated schools. Several schools communicated to CISE about the technical difficulties in holding the ongoing online practical examinations, despite having high-speed internet connectivity. Although it was not officially confirmed, the new dates for the exams are expected to be starting around the first week of December, and the official date sheet will probably be announced next week. Class 12 student has developed a novel app named COVID Warriors that will enable sanitization and disinfection of government workplaces and public organizations free of cost. Student of a Delhi public school named Aryan Singh was inspired to launch an app to initiate sanitization and disinfection at government workplaces like police stations, fire stations, etc. One can download the app from Play Store and then register an account and select the organization and then request for a COVID warrior who would facilitate sanitization of the premises. Aryan says that a trained personnel will be assigned to fulfill the request in 24 to 48 hours. A 1-week gap is required for the concerned government office or building or organization to place a request for disinfection of the premises once again. After about 2 years of online education, students in Kerala are getting opportunity to attend classes physically from school. The government has declared the opening of classes 1 to 7 and classes 10 to 12 from November 1st and rest of the classes from 15th of November. Various restrictions have been put forward by the government which are strictly to be followed by the schools. Allowing only 2 children to sit on a bench, allowing classes on forenoons only, and dividing students into various batches and thereby executing the concept of biobubble are some of the restrictions which the schools are supposed to follow. A pig's kidney has been transplanted into a human and was not immediately rejected for the first time. The medical advancement called a transformative moment by the researchers could pave the way to help thousands of people who need organ transplants every year. On September 25th, researchers at the New York University performed the transplant called xenotransplantation in a 2-hour procedure. The kidney, which was obtained from a genetically engineered pig, was placed in a brain-dead human who had been placed in a ventilator with the consent of the family. The kidney was attached to the blood vessels in the donor's upper leg and kept outside the abdomen, where it was covered with a protective shield for the duration of 54-hour study. The researchers observed that the body was producing equal levels of urine and creatinine that were normal and equivalent to what is seen from a human kidney transplant. And there were no signs of the body rejecting the organ. The doctor who led the surgical team said in a statement that it was a transformative moment in the organ transplantation. Pigs have been the most recent research focus to address the organ shortage. Archaeological Survey of India has illuminated 100 monuments in tricolor across the country as India achieved milestones of administering 100 crore COVID-19 vaccinations in one of the world's largest and fastest vaccination drive. Monuments like Taj Mahal, India Gate and many more were illuminated with tricolor as a part of this. India's double Olympic medalist PV Sindhu reached quarterfinals of Denmark Open Super 1000 badminton tournament on Friday after a 3 hard-fought win over against Busanan from Thailand. This is Sindhu's first tournament since winning the bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics in August. One of India's greatest Olympians, Sindhu had taken a break to rejuvenate herself before making a comeback in this tournament. Thank you.